Hey kittens of YouTube, it's Cathy Cat. Today I had a really random day in Tokyo and I'd like to just chat with you about it. So grab yourself a nice cup of tea or something, get ready. It's Tokyo story time. I had a really weird day and it started with an earthquake. That wasn't an earthquake. Now when you live in Tokyo you get used to, or when you live in Japan you get used to the occasional earthquakes waking you up at night or in the mornings. And it's like, the softer ones are just like you feel like you're swaying a little bit, like you're on a ship. The stronger ones is like someone's shaking you awake, and it was like a constant swaying feeling. First it was like so subtle that I wasn't quite sure whether it was happening or not, and it just kept going. And then I was like, is this my imagination? But it kept going on. I was like, I have the feeling it's not my imagination. But it was so long that I was really worried. I was like, okay, my house is new, I'm fine with that, but what if this is like a really long earthquake and it's actually stronger in a different prefecture and we're just getting the after earthquake? And then I was like, okay, now let's get on the phone, let's check out what this is. 8:15, this is where it started. So I phoned my colleague, the director of Ash Japanese, was like, earthquake? And he was like, there is no earthquake, what's wrong with you, Cap? I was like, the house is shaking. I'm positive that my house is shaking. So I actually went and in my kitchen I could see like the water bottles, the water in the bottles was moving, and some of my my stuff were cluttering. So I was like, that is so weird. My house is moving. If there's no earthquake, why is it moving? And my colleague was like, you know, is there like a construction near you? I'm like, yeah, and he's like, that's normal then. And it never crossed my mind that if a construction makes the earth shake, the earthquake systems that are in the houses, because you're like on little poles, they pick that up and move. And since I'm up higher on the floors, it literally up here was constantly like being on a little ship. I was like swaying and stuff. And so it wasn't so pleasant. So I tried to deal with it in the morning, but literally if you sit down, unless you're standing, it's just like constant swaying. It is really weird for your balance. And I was like, oh, I start to feel a little bit car sick. I need to get out of here. So what I did is literally I was like, okay, pack my laptop in my bag. Today luckily was an easygoing day. It was supposed to be my rest up day because this week has been very busy. Had an NHK live shoot, had a collab, had a shoot in Harajuku. It was like a really good week actually. I really enjoyed my week this week. But it was so busy that I was like, today I'm gonna take it slow and I'm gonna sleep long. No, did I not? Because I had earthquake time here, which wasn't an earthquake. So I packed all my stuff and tried to find a place with free Wi-Fi. Now if you're a traveler in Japan, you know that finding free Wi-Fi is a whole pain in the butt. So I actually went around and I went to like a burger place that actually had free Wi-Fi. And I don't know why they do it, but the burger place is like right near to a very busy street, but they kept the doors wide open. So all the exhaustion and all the smell from all the trucks coming past came into the burger place. And like it was really cold as well, like slowly I felt the cold creeping up my legs because the door was open. It was like, it's so cold now. So after a while of doing that, I went back to my house because I actually was expecting parcels. What you can do in Japan is you can set specific times when you want your parcel to be delivered. So I set mine from 12 till 2, not knowing that I might not be at home, so I had to be back for that. So I went back from 12 to 2 and started also doing my laundry, because the laundry is around, and I like waited here. It's like 12 o'clock. I was like, do I get my parcel? It wasn't even my parcel. Now the bell door rang just when I was in the bathroom. Always that timing, right? Yeah, thumbs up, always happens. So so after that I was like, okay, open the door, and he ran up the stairs. Like, I was impressed. He was like, I could really hear him go. And then he came and he wanted to pass me the parcel. It was so big it almost didn't fit through my door. I was like, oh my god. Now this was not my present. This is actually a friend of mine ordered a figurine. The figurine was apparently in a massive box because the figurine is quite tall, and it was huge, and we got it through the door. And literally check out that massive box here. I mean, it's huge. You could get me inside this box. I don't know, even like, oh my god, it's huge. It's so big. So we got this out, contacted my friend and was like, you know, your figurine arrived, but you'll probably never be able to get this back to the UK because it's so big. And he was like, okay, let's have a look inside the parcel, which is what we did. And then we got the figurine out, and there it is. And it's actually It's actually a lot smaller than that massive box, but still huge because it's so deep. Look, this is like a massive cube. None of my suitcases, even the biggest ones, would really fit this one, so big mystery how he's gonna get that one back. I have no idea, but isn't it pretty? Just look at her. So after I got that, I got my washing done, which yay, finally managed to get my washing done. It was a bit embarrassed to actually, you know, take out my knickers out of the washing machine and put them into the tumble dryer while like a group of guys were doing their washing next to me and was like, hello, these are my knickers. No, I didn't do that, but you know, I was just like, I hope they don't see my knickers, my colourful knickers. So that was entertaining. And after that, I was again on the hunt for Wi-Fi, and it said there was like a nice cafe near mine that was supposed to have the internet. I was like, no, it's fine, it's gonna have a nice lunch there while I'm doing this subtitles for us Japanese. And then they were like, no, we actually don't have the internet. So they sent me back into a different area where I was supposed to get internet, but then it was like, oh, no internet here, or no plugs here, or if you want to plug yourself in, then you have to sit in the smoker's room. And it just kept like going around from one place to the next. I got so tired, and then finally found a cafe that had Wi-Fi. It's like, yes, Wi-Fi plug, but it was kind of posh and kind of like old style, like 60s, 70s posh cafe. And that weird thing about the posh cafe is the drinks are incredibly overpriced. Then they have a bit of sandwiches, and then they have no cake. I mean, why would you do that? But it's okay, because they had like, you know, the drinks were really good. So I was, at that point I didn't care. I wanted cake, I would have been really happy with cake. It would have calmed me down from the day. But, so yeah, finally found Wi-Fi in Japan, which is sometimes a real hassle. Got myself connected to the Wi-Fi, and then it said you have a limit of 3 hours on the Wi-Fi, and I maxed that out. I literally tried to, like, I did like three really long translations in the 3 hours, because it's like, I need to get this done before. And I knew, or I figured, because I'd seen from the construction that they had no artificial lights, meaning once it gets dark, which is like around 5 at this time right now in Japan, then they probably won't do the construction. So I made it so I'm back around 5-ish. So yeah, I'll finish my translation up, and you can't really stay too long in a Japanese cafe without ordering something. Like, they will make you feel like you're like, you know, you should be ordering something. So I ordered first a sandwich, and then I ordered like French toast, and then I ordered a matcha drink, and in the end, like, they didn't refill my water, and usually they do that. So I was like, is that like the sign that they want me out? And so I felt in the end that I need to order one more thing. So I ordered like a drink that was like yogurt or something. I'm really full right now. Well, what I found really entertaining was there were 2 guys who were supposed to do a business talk with someone else, and they came to the cafe for the same exact reason as I did, to get the Wi-Fi. And then they both sat there and they were like, oh, I didn't bring a microphone. Did you bring a microphone? Because they were both supposed to listen in on it. And they were like, oh no, shoot, I didn't bring one. So I heard the conversation next to me, and you don't do this in Japan, but you know, I'm friendly. I had a fresh pair of earplugs that I haven't really, or of earphones that I haven't really used, and I was like, guys, they're a bit sparkly, but you can use my earphones if you want to, they're pretty new. And they were like, what should we do? And it's like, they're kind of cute, but you're free to use them. They're my little unicorn, earphones, these ones here. So you had like 2 guys sitting there with the cute unicorn earphones trying to chat in a business meeting. I found that hilarious, and that was actually the thing that gave me the reason of thinking I should make a little video just about my random day here in Japan, because so many random things were happening. So yeah, they were happy, they could do their chat, they gave this back to me. I also asked them for one when they gave it back to me to help me with the Japanese word I didn't quite understand while I was translating. So yeah, hammered out the translations, got all the sweets, ate way too much, helped the guys out with my unicorn earphones. Yes, English. And yeah, got it all sorted, come back to my house. So it's a bit of a random day today. Luckily this construction has stopped, but I know tomorrow morning they're probably gonna wake me up again and the whole shaking of the house is gonna continue. Hooray! And as I know, Japanese construction starts very early and sometimes goes all the way through the weekends, so I got myself a not so relaxed weekend setup. I wish it's gone a little bit better, but yep, that was my day. So that's happened. That is a random day of me here in Tokyo. And if you enjoyed my ramblings, I hope you had a good time and you leave me a like if you did. A little cup of tea here today. How about you? Like, how was have you had like a week like this when everything's kind of a bit weird? You wake up with an earthquake that isn't an earthquake, have to leave the house, find yourself wandering around town looking for Wi-Fi, lending cool people headphones. I just feel it's just a bit of a day, just a normal day here again in Japan. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more little Tokyo stories like these, then please leave me a comment so I can maybe do more videos like that. Apart from that, my general videos come up very soon. I've quite a lot to edit, so look out for those that are gonna happen. I wish you a lovely evening and I'll catch you soon on my channel, and don't forget, do what you love what you do, have a nice day, bye! Sorry, no fancy makeup today, just my ring light, bye bye.